I've made several videos on some very good EDC options, i.e. knives you can carry every day for utility purposes. And man, are we lucky. As of 2008, we have such a great variety from an outstanding selection of manufacturers. I just can't say enough good about the knives that we have to choose from today. And it's probably just going to get better. These are a couple of those options, most of which I've already made review videos on. This, of course, is one of my all-time favorites. A super lightweight, wickedly fast and sharp Nutnfancy 3 by Spyderco. This is a wonderful Kershaw Energy with a G10 handle. This is a smaller Energy. I got a review video on it. Now this is one I haven't made a video on yet, and that is the Spyderco H1 Salt One. These names always confuse me because they have such generic names. Yep, it's the Salt One, and that's basically a modified Delica design in H1 steel. Excellent knife, and I think it would be an awesome EDC blade. I'm hearing a lot of good things about H1 steel, that it's not just rust resistant, it's a good all-around steel. Then we got the Delica 4, all-time favorite EDC knife, excellent. Delica 3 was even better because it was lighter in my opinion, like I said in my review video. The Spyderco Cali 3, kind of a heavier, however much heavier duty EDC knife, a little more expensive too, around $100. Got a review video on that. And then my current all-time favorite EDC knife, and I say all-time favorite because it's just the one I carry the most, and that's the SOG Flash 1 in plain edge. Love that knife. So these are some of the options that I've talked about that I have videos on. One I have not talked about is the one right here in the center, and it actually doesn't get a lot of press, but I think that it has an outstanding potential as an EDC knife, and that is the Cold Steel Voyager in medium size, whether you choose combo blade or plain edge, and I'll talk about both. Now, to be fair, and as a little introduction, we got to start talking about the clip on the Voyager, especially, doesn't matter which size you're talking about. And I have a video out where I criticize Cold Steel's execution of the clip on their current offerings of Voyagers. I stand by that criticism. The clip as it comes sucks. By way of reference, I'm going to show you an extra large Voyager in Tanto blade. May do a review on that separately. But this has a clip that I have not yet modified, and I need to show it to you because some folks may not be watching the previous video or may not want to search it out. So I got to talk about it real quick here. Notice the clip as it comes from Cold Steel is flat right here. Okay, that sucks. That makes it a little bit harder to attach to your pocket than a lot of other designs, in my opinion. And that's all it is my opinion. And the reason is because of thickness and the strength of the clip. It is a very strong clip, and I love that. That's great. But that flatness just, I find, made it a little bit hard to attach to the pocket. That's the first critique. Secondly is the very aggressive diamond patterning on the FRN handle, fiberglass reinforced nylon, is aggressive. It's very good for traction as a handle. However, underneath the clip, no thanks. Because what that does is it rips your cloth up on whatever you're attaching your knife to. And I speak from lots of experience, and I've tried to ignore it, but it just doesn't work. My pockets get chewed up by this configuration, as do many other people's pockets that I've talked to. So that's how the clips come from Cold Steel. But all is not lost. You can do some easy modifications to this to make it more wearable, and I'm going to show you that right now with first my plain edge Cold Steel in medium size. And the first modification I did is reprofiling that clip. I actually took the clip off, took it downstairs on the grinder, ground it off, and then used 400 grit sandpaper to make it nice and smooth. And now that profiled clip has that raised ramp on it that makes it easier to attach to your pocket. Pretty easy modification. The second one, maybe not as easy, but I just did it yesterday, and we're going to see how it goes, is I totally epoxy filled the diamond checkering underneath the clip to get rid of that rough area and make it smooth. And you can kind of see how my epoxy was sanded down so the raised diamond squares are just peeking through there. And the way I did that, for those of you who are interested, got to go quick because I'll always run out of time, is I sanded those diamond areas with a folded sheet of 400 grit sandpaper as best I could after I taped off the handle and the blade. In other words, just this section is all I wanted to fill. Sanded it, alcohol cleaned it, let it dry. Then I used JB Weld, which is a quick drying epoxy in 2-part form. You can get it at Walmart, get the quick variety. And I spackled it on very carefully so as not to get any overruns. Let it dry, and then today, after letting it dry overnight, I sanded it. First with medium grit sandpaper, power sander, and then I used 400 grit to finish it off. Sprayed it with Krylon semi-black. You're looking at the finished product there. We'll see how it wears as time goes on, but I like it, and I've been carrying it all day, and it is a huge improvement. In fact, I like it so much, that's why I'm making this video, because I think it transforms the Voyager medium size into a very carryable EDC knife. And I would not have said that before with that old clip, because mine just sat in the drawer. It just ripped my pockets up too much, and I had too many other options. So let's get on with the other specifics. That's the handle. Speaking of the handle, the good point on all the Voyager series is that handle design is excellent for traction. It's very good at providing traction for the blade. I like that. And in the medium size, the handle is perfectly sized. Very comfortable. Nice. I like it. I just don't like it underneath the clip. But on this particular plain edge version I have, problem solved. Again, we'll see how durable it is. Another hit I'd give the pocket clip for Cold Steel. And Cold Steel, Lynn Thompson, if you're watching, I hope you are, please make your future Cold Steel Voyagers with a pocket clip that's repositioned as high as possible. Preferably kind of like the SOG clip, how it's kind of a U-shape, so we can really bury the knife in our pocket. Yeah, it would make this a superb EDC option, if you ask me. I do not like how low it is on the handle, and I haven't corrected that yet. The reason is you're going to have that much of the knife sticking out of your pocket. So it's real easy to get knocked out of your pocket, bumped on, especially if you're trucking in the woods and have brush brushing up against you. Be advised. Okay, enough about the handle, about the clip. As it stands, I'm happy with it. Now, let's talk about the deployment and the blade. First, this is a manual folder that has no assisted opening feature on it, but you know what? It's fast. Pops out readily with proper technique, and that was not the best deployment. Let me do it again. There we go. Nice and fast, solid lockup, up, down, side to side, no play at all. So again, like I said in some other videos, I totally do not accept that in a folding knife, especially at this price point, dude, you're going to have play. Well, no, you're not. Cold Steel doesn't have any. And it's a pin design. In other words, that's riveted. You cannot adjust the play in the Cold Steel Voyager series. I've never found that to be an issue, though. And that goes for several knives that I own. That ones that are pinned, Spyderco Centofonte included, they just get excuse me, they just get it right from the factory, and it works. How about the blade? One of the things I love about the medium size is the blade size. Sorry, losing my voice. The medium size is perfect for EDC. It is just under 3 inches, the blade is. It's a modified clip point, little Bowie clip point that is just ideal for EDC tasks. I love it. Moreover, it comes extremely sharp. Has a hollow grind to it, and it comes hair shaving sharp out of the box, like most Cold Steel knives do. Just excellent. The width is perfect. The thumb studs are ideal. They're terraced. They have a great angle on them where it's very easy to get traction on them with your thumb and create that thumb tension necessary for a fast deployment of the blade. Love the blade shape. The blade is actually a little bit bigger than another favorite, the SOG Flash 1. And in my opinion, I think it's better than the SOG Flash 1 in terms of size. This blade can do more. It could actually serve in some emergency defensive role if you needed it to. Excellent blade. Excellent lockup, excellent thumb stud. No critiques there. Like I said, the handle is comfortable when you're holding it. I love the shape of the handle. Very nice. That's the plain edge version. Let me show you the combo edge version really quick. The serrations on Cold Steels are okay. I'm not super excited about them. However, I just want to get a combo edge and start using it, see what I think. I have heard of people stripping their Cold Steel combo edges off, but that's unverified. Could be a rumor. But if you want a combo edge, they do offer it. I prefer the plain edge if you ask me. But it's also extremely light, 1.8 ounces. It compares favorably against any other EDC you want to throw against it. The price is a little bit up there at $42, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But with the handle modification, or the clip modifications I talked about, this is actually a very superb EDC. Highly recommended. Nutnfancy out.